Trading stocks, options on stocks, futures, options on futures, and retail off exchange foreign currency transactions, Forex, involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by historical tests of strategies, is no guarantee of future performance or success. There is a possibility that you may sustain a loss equal to or greater than your entire investment, regardless of which asset class you trade, equities, options, futures, or forex. Therefore, you should not invest or risk money that you cannot afford to lose. Trade Guide Limited is an authorized representative of Forex Max Limited and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority number 229906. G'day folks, this is Danny Younes from Supercharge Wyckoff VSA.com. I'm the author of Supercharge Your Trading and Investment Account using Wyckoff Volume Spread Analysis. Welcome to my Trader Bite. It's the 6th of September 2017 and I'm just going to go through some of the currency pairs based on our sharpshooter system. Now what we have here folks is we've got trend alignment in multiple instruments. So let me just restore that. We can see that we've got trend alignment to the downside in the Aussie, okay, and that's the first one that I'll cover. Alright, so I've got the 30-minute chart of the Aussie, and we can see where there is ultra high volume. Alright, so weakness appears on up bars. Okay, so we've got this widespread up bar closing off the highs. Next bar was up. Alright, so this VSA principle was not confirmed. It was supply coming in as the next bar was up. The bar following that was a down bar, and then they simply tested. Right, they tested this area where there is ultra high volume, and as you can see, it was a successful test, and we can see that price, hung around that price level of 79.77. Okay, so we can see price pushed up. We got a sign of weakness. Okay, no demand. That was followed by another no demand, sign of weakness 199, and we can see price came down. It's still contained within this range here of this ultra high volume bar. Now we've seen the Aussie push higher, and yesterday the US dollar was one of the weakest currencies, and indeed we see the Aussie dollar push higher and break above the 80-cent mark. Okay, so but after reaching above 80 cents, we saw it push back down. Now look where they've pushed price back down to the close of that ultra high volume bar. So always when you see ultra high volume bars, always mark the low of that bar, the high of that bar, and the close of that bar. Okay, so here we have a few more trend alignments, and we'll have a look at those in a sec. Alright, so it's very important, mark those areas, and we can see that price is, it's like a magnet. These trigger points act like magnets, and we can see price has come back down towards that 70, I think 79.77 level. Okay, we got a sign of strength at that level. Okay, we saw it push higher. Okay, and once again, let me just pull up my cursor crosshairs. We can see we've got ultra high volume on this down bar. So we saw price push up back towards the previous highs, and now it got slammed down with this down bar on ultra high volume. And once again, it's come back towards this area where there's the ultra high volume. Okay, now the Aussie dollar is at a critical point. Alright, so we're starting to break beneath that 79.77 level. Okay, we're starting to break beneath that level. So what I'm looking for here, folks, today is a sign of weakness. A sign of weakness, right? And if we do get, say, a no demand or a upthrust or a trap up move, then they're the signs of weakness that I'm looking for to short the Aussie dollar. All right, as you can see, we have trend alignment on all the time frames from the 3, 5, 7, 9, 15 and 30-minute charts. Okay, so that's the sharpshooter settings for scalp trades. Okay, so now we've broken beneath, so we're starting to clear this area of buying here. As you can see, we've got this area of buying, so we've started to break down. So if we continue down, then we're likely to come back towards these levels at around about the 79.40 down to the 79.30 level. Okay, so that's where we could go to if we track lower. Okay, so that's the Aussie dollar. Other currency pairs that are aligning, we've got the Euro Aussie. Okay, so the Euro Aussie, we can see here, this is where the ultra high volume is. Okay, right here. All right, so once again, let's set our points. Okay, so that's our points there. Now, this is clearly a trap up move, a severe sign of weakness. Okay, we can see the next bar was down. Okay, and until it reached this point here where we did start seeing, you know, strength enter the market, and you know, if you look at the pricing action, we can see it as price is moving down. All right, the volume is also decreasing, so there's not much selling at these levels here. Okay, so there's a lot more demand than there is supply. So they've pushed the price up back into the area where the ultra high volume is. Okay, and they've marked it back down. Okay, so we can see here once it broke our trigger point here on the low, it retraced back. We got a sign of weakness. Okay, a sign of weakness, which was a upthrust, and we saw it make its way down. It's come back to retest that exact same level. All right, and we had supply coming in. All right, and it's pushed its way down. Now we've got this bar here. They can say that's like a 2-bar reversal. You know, it basically engulfs the previous bar, and now we've pushed back to within this range. Okay, so now we are approaching a resistance level. Okay, as we speak, so we're not too far away from this resistance. Okay, so we might start seeing some selling here, and we might start seeing it, you know, making its way down. If I was going to look at long trades, right, firstly I'll lock it to clear this area of resistance. Okay, and then we've got this next area here just above 1.5, which could pose as an area of selling. Okay, so that's a real possibility there. So so be mindful of that. We could capture, you know, 10 to 15 pips if we do clear and we do get that sign of strength, you know, back into this level here. But be mindful that it could pose as as an area of selling. Okay, so that's the Euro Aussie. The other currency pair is the Kiwi US, okay, which is similar to the Aussie. We can see it's starting to make its way down. So let's bring up the 30-minute chart. Okay, and we can see here, folks, here's the up move. Here's our ultra high volume area on the 30-minute chart. Okay, so let's mark that out. Okay, you can see where price tends to hang around. Look at that sideways movement, right, before the up move. Okay, so up here we got a sign of weakness, a potential buying climax. The next bar was an up bar, but that is still a confirmed weakness. Okay, and we can see, you know, price moves sideways and then it ultimately starts to break down. Okay, so there was a trade opportunity here going back about 3 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. Okay, but we're looking at further opportunities now, right, to take us further down. Okay, so let's see how it basically reacts at this level here at the 72. Yeah, just above the 72 cents level. So it's coming up to a round number now. So if it breaks through, then I'll be looking for shorting opportunities back down to this level here. If it bounces off this level, then we could look for long opportunities. We'll wait for trend alignment to the upside and look for long opportunities back up towards this buying climax. Okay, so that's what could possibly happen over the coming day or so. Okay, so we can see that it is currently weak. We've got lower highs, okay, and certainly lower lows, okay, all the way through. Okay, so let's keep an eye out for 7207. That'll be an area that we want to clear first and produce us signs of weakness beneath that level. And the last currency pair was the USD Japanese, which I believe is this one here. Okay. Okay, so let's bring up the 30-minute chart. Okay, now we can see yet again, here's our ultra high volume bar. Okay, let's put in our levels. Okay, they're the actual levels. We can see here, you know, price went sideways, finally broke and retested. That's the sort of setups that I like to see. Okay, a break of a trigger level, right, and it comes back to retest that level as it did here. Okay, so we got no demand, and we can clearly see that there was no demand, and now it's made its way down to this level here. So now this is a area of sideways movement. Okay, so now it looks like it wants to push its way back. Alright, and I won't be surprised if it does push its way back up to this trigger level right here at around about 109.55. Okay, so we'll see how it plays out, but we did get ultra high volume here. Okay, so a test in a rising market. Okay, so we can certainly see that it is pushing higher. For me to go short, it clearly needs to break this area here below 108.50. It needs to break that level, then I'll look to go certainly go short. But at the time being, we've got trend alignment to the upside. Okay, so we'll look for long opportunities back up towards our trigger point of 109.55.56. Okay, so they're the currency pairs that I'm keeping an eye out for. We've had the British pound US recently give us trend alignment. Okay, so let's let's go to the 30-minute chart. Alright, we can certainly see here we've had, once again, here's our ultra high volume area. All right, let's mark that out. Okay, so we've seen a break above that ultra high volume bar, and now we've seen prices basically move sideways at the moment. We've got a sign of strength here, a shakeout, which is on above average volume. Okay, so they've tried to rally the price. Okay, it looks like it might close towards the lows at this stage. So clearly some selling at these high levels here. I'll look to go long once we break above that level. But we've got weakness in the background here. We've certainly got weakness here, and if we see a upthrust, okay, occur at these highs, see how we got these signs of weakness, then we're likely to come back down. Okay, so I don't think it will move that much higher, the British pound. Okay, so we'll see how that pans out over the next few hours. But there is certainly weakness in the background here. Okay, so I am thinking that we're likely to see the British pound come back towards the $1.30 mark. Okay, so that's what I'm keeping an eye out for today. We'll see how they all pan out, and hopefully we'll get good trading opportunities. Okay, folks, if you've got any questions at all, shoot me through an email to info@superchargewyckoffvsa.com. Have a great trading day, folks, and I'll see you in a future video. Bye for now.